How do you undo in WordPress? I'm Emily Journey, and I have 3 ways to undo a mistake in WordPress. Okay, we're in the classic editor in WordPress. This is a post. It can be a page or a post. And I've made a mistake. So I'm going to type the word change in here so that we can use that as an example. And or it could be some change in code. I've just really messed it up, right? And I want there to be an undo arrow. So you can find that in the in your editor bar across here. So this might be your view here, right? Where it says bold, italicized, bullet point. You can do a limited number of edits using this bar up here. And then the last icon here is called the toolbar toggle. It used to be called the kitchen sink, but they've changed the name of it. I don't know why, but now it's called the toolbar toggle. If you click on it, boom, you get a whole second row of options that you didn't know was there. I'm telling you it's there, so now you know. And in that second row of options is this undo arrow. So I'm going to click undo because I don't want the word change in the front of, at the beginning of my article here. So the undo arrow, use that. You can use it multiple times to keep undoing. Multiple times in a row. It'll just keep going further back in your edits. So use that undo arrow in WordPress. The second way to undo a mistake that you've made in your WordPress editing is if you haven't clicked the update button, don't click it, or the publish button, don't click it. That might seem kind of obvious, but then what do? Does that just buy you time to fix the problem? So you may not even know all of the edits you made, right? So what you want to do is just leave the page or the post by clicking on another link in the dashboard. You can log out of WordPress, log back in, and then when you return to your post that you're working on, you may be prompted with a question. Do you want this previously saved version, or and you might say yes or no. So you want to think about your answer to that question before you answer it. So that's the second way. The third way is to use the revision feature. So you can restore earlier versions of your page or post. In the publish box over here on the right, there's a link that's for revisions, right? And there's a link that says browse. So if I click on, so I see I have 3 revisions for this post. So if I click on browse, then I can see previous versions of my post. And I can navigate back and forth, right, to individual dates. So if I have 10 revisions, I'm going to have one for each date, and I can navigate through them. So there's a previous and a next button over here. So if I go next, previous, next, so I can so that's the navigation, and I can click this restore this revision. If I click that button, then I'll get the restored version, the previous version, so I can browse through and figure out which one do I want. But if this makes you nervous, then you can instead just copy and paste the whole thing, or just certain sections. It's up to you what pieces and parts you want to copy and paste over into your post editor. So you have options there. I don't need to restore anything, so I'm just going to go click this link up here to go back to the editor. Okay, hopefully that helped. And I'd like for you to stick with me. Together, we'll take small steps and succeed with WordPress and SEO.